Oh, it's weekends. I got nothing to do. I guess I'ma finish my new series.
Bucky doesn't waste time. Time wastes Bucky, because Bucky achieves in a day more than what everyone achieves in a week. First, texting girls and chasing them. I made a video of why you can't get bitches as a young man, because as I explained, your sexual market value is still low as a man, because you got nothing that makes you a high value man, which basically looking masculine, providing and having status, and obviously a lifestyle. But for the girls in your school, their sexual market value is peaking because they start getting thick and improving their looks, which is the main factor for their sexual market value. Let's be honest, you're not fucking attracted to some bitch because she got a Lamborghini or some bullshit. So you're literally gonna be competing with all men to get that girl, and since your value is too low, you're not gonna fucking attract her. So it's a fucking waste of time to text girls and chase them. You rather work on yourself and get your sexual market value higher as a man, so you can attract them with no effort or have to be funny or tell jokes or have a game or some bullshit. Like obviously that would matter, but not the attraction part. But if you're like my younger self who was texting girls and wanted to be their best friend or their fucking friend and kept texting them about your feelings or your emotions because your crush rejected you, if you're like that, I've got some bad news for you. You're a feminine pussy. I'm gonna use this book called The Way of the Superior Man, which explains the masculine and feminine energy. The masculine energy is all about setting goals, achieving them, and competing and dominating other men. And the feminine energy is all about love and nature and all those funny experiences. And so normally we are polarized in the masculine and feminine scale. That's how attraction works. But if you could relate to younger me, you're probably way more feminine than you should be. Think of it, you haven't even set it any goals. You're texting girls and bitching and moaning about your fucking crush. And women are not even that feminine anymore. They are told to go work and achieve goals and do all that masculine bullshit. So we became depolarized. What you think happens when you get depolarized? We form this friend zone. Let me ask you something. Do you really want to be in that friend zone and not be able to attract those feminine women? I don't know about you, but I didn't want to stay in that friend zone. So if you want to get out of that friend zone, you have to stop texting girls about your fucking emotions and go set some goals and discover your purpose in life. Watch that video where I show you how to set goals and discover your purpose. But don't make it fucking dramatic. Oh, I'm gonna stop texting you because I felt like a pussy and I want to be more masculine. Shut up, just stop texting them. No one will give a fuck. They probably have tens of friends who are boys and do probably not even acknowledge that you stopped talking to them. And second, video games. When I was a child, I wanted to be competitive Fortnite player and I took that shit seriously. At summer holidays, I would just wake up at 8 AM. They go sit on my desk till 12 fucking PM. But a few years passed and I realized I was shit at the game and shit started dying anyways. So I stopped taking gaming seriously and kept doing it just for fun. And before I got on self-improvement, I was playing this game called Genshin Impact. And if you have ever played that shitty game, you obviously finish the story and so on. But at some point, the only thing that you will do in that game, just log on, do your dailies, roll for artifacts, and leave the game. So it basically became a habit for me. But when I got on self-improvement, committed to stop all those shitty habits, playing video games was kinda like that one habit that I kept coping with for a while. First, obviously I made that shitty ass excuse. Oh, I'm too young to quit video games. Shut up. Kids at 16 years old, we're going to fucking war and you're playing PUBG and fucking Valorant. And second, I obviously made progress on my Genshin Impact account. The game basically started to become fun and I kept leveling up that account for like months. So I kinda felt that I was just losing all that progress. That's why I hesitated to stop playing video games. So I'll literally wake up, do those good habits, and then go play fucking Genshin Impact, then work on my anime channel for the rest time I got. But a few days passed and I was actually enjoying doing those good habits that I was doing. Video games were kinda like that cheat meal that I was having. So I went and said, is this really necessary? Do I really wanna keep logging all this shit every single fucking day, wasting my productive hours in the morning just because I'm young or made some progress on it? And maybe I'll lose some respect from my friends. What if I just started working on my channel first thing in the morning and didn't play Genshin Impact? So I did said that. And after doing my work, getting twice as much done, I said, fuck Genshin Impact, fuck playing video games. I ain't doing that shitty ass waste of time anymore. Like, obviously in the first day I kept hesitating and maybe regretting my decisions, but a week passed and I'm actually so grateful for making that decision. And third, anime and Netflix. Now, you probably think that watching anime is productive because, anime gives me motivation, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it does. Naruto was my motivation to start losing weight and exercising, but is it really worth it? Is the value you're getting in 200 episodes really worth your time? Let's do some maths. 500 episodes times 20 minutes for an episode. How much hours do you think that is? Could have literally read, using that time, at least 5 fucking books. And these books will not just motivate you to start taking action, they will change your whole life trajectory. If I even read 20 minutes of Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, I'm gonna get the same motivation of probably like 300 anime episodes. And besides that motivation, you might be getting some education on Japanese culture. But is it really fucking worth it? I could watch a 20-minute documentary about Japanese and learn more than you did in thousands of episodes of anime. And besides that, some motherfuckers annoy me. They say, I'm learning Japanese, bro. Shut up. You're not fucking learning Japanese. And I've learned this the hard fucking way. I was like that one weeb who watched 100 fucking animes and making anime memes about them. So literally, even if I kept going through the clip hundreds, thousands of times, I still didn't learn Japanese. The only thing that I could remember is fucking moans. So stop coping and saying anime is productive, bro. Shut up. And the second point, besides that you're not getting value for your time, you're gonna start binge watching that series that you're watching and end up depressed. Summer 2021, I basically went on a dopamine detox, kind of reduced the amount I do those shitty habits in. And my routine was like this: I would wake up, do the work for my channel, then I would do a home workout while watching Vikings and TV, and days passed, and my discipline went like this. I couldn't resist the cliffhangers they use to make you binge watch that shit. So I said, fuck to my work, fuck to my workouts, and started binge watching that shit all fucking day. That shit caused me depression. I don't know about you, but if I'm procrastinating on my work, I'm fucking depressed and feeling regretful and empty. But I kept distracting myself watching that series till I finished like 3 seasons, and then went and said, fuck this boring shit. You probably experienced the same thing. You might be going to school and only watch 3 episodes of anime. The moment you got more free time, you're gonna start binge watching that series. And now the third point, basically when you start watching anime, you're gonna start watching those productive animes, as you call them. But if you're a weeb like me, you know for a fact that you didn't just watch those productive animes. After a while, you start getting deeper and deeper in those animes. I remember the moment I finished Naruto, I started watching those cringy feminine high school animes. And as a child, that shit brainwashed me. I thought only the feminine and depressed motherfuckers are gonna get all the pussy, so I acted like that. But I got no pussy. And the second thing, you're not just gonna stop by watching those cringy feminine animes. You're gonna get even deeper and start watching those hentai borderline anime, as I remember the name. They are like episodes worth of hentai. I will literally watch them for 4 hours in my boxers, then go fab to action porn. And talking about porn, let's get to the fourth time waster: watching porn and hentai. Now, time-wise, porn is not gonna waste you too much time. I remember I was doing that shit 4 times in a day. That'll probably waste 30 minutes. Anyways, but when I got more addicted to that shit became dangerous. I remember I would watch 2 episodes of hentai every time I sit to fap. But at some point, I started reading fucking porn manga. Who the fuck reads porn manga? And even worse, I started playing fucking porn games. Who the fuck plays porn games? Now waste hours doing that shit. I remember I wasted 30 minutes just to sign up for that porn game. So think in decades. Don't say, I'm just fapping for 10 minutes and move on with life. Nope. 2 years from now you're gonna be watching hentai. Second, you're gonna feel a testosterone dip after fapping, which by itself will make you demotivated to do anything. That's why you gotta stop coping with watching porn. So watch this video where I show you how I stopped fapping and cure the rest of my addictions. And fifth, shopping and going out every Saturday next to my school. We have like this thing called soup, and this is like a big ass shop that is on the street. They basically sell this pre-used clothes. It's like a big ass lump of clothes. You had to dig down that shit so you can find a piece or two. And I remember the moment we finished school at Saturday, I'll go with my friends and spend 2 hours looking for clothes. Best case scenario, at least every one of them buys one thing. Sometimes you don't even buy any. After that shopping that we will do, I basically feel overwhelmed when I got back to my home because of the hot ass sun. And since it was Saturday, I was gonna work on my anime channel, but I couldn't do that shit. So you know what I did? Opened fucking Genshin Impact. And another story, in school holidays, I would go like 2 times a week to the mall with my best friend. And we just spent 6 hours fucking around. We just maybe bought some chips, keep playing basketball in the fucking sports shop. So I literally wasted 6 hours of the evening. Those were like my productive hours. So is it really worth it? Now don't get me wrong, social connection is essential and I still do that shit, even on self-improvement. But if you're gonna waste 6 hours of your time to sacrifice all your goals just for going out, that shit isn't really essential. So basically, after I started valuing my time more, I stopped fucking going into shopping and I would rather work on my goals than I will just buy that shit online and get delivered to my door instantly. And if there is any opportunity or event to go out, I'll basically ask this question: is this really a hell yeah or maybe a yeah? And if it's not a hell yes, I'm not going to that event. I didn't watch the football tournament with my bros. There were like 2 of them and they're gonna go to a coffee shop and probably smoke and drink coffee and do all that bullshit. I don't wanna fucking waste my productive hours because we got no school. As always, there is no time when you're ready to take action.